These are the biggest moments of When We Were Young Festival 2024. The now annual pop punk and emo event returned to Las Vegas Festival grounds on October 19th and 20th, and once again we were there to capture all of the action. Let's begin with Fall Out Boy. The band brought their aptly titled Days of Fallout Past show to the festival, effortlessly showcasing a back catalogue that has influenced almost every artist on the lineup. Plus, they made time for a couple of little extra surprises, bringing out Wiz Khalifa on the Saturday and Travie McCoy on the Sunday. Plus, Patrick Stump had time for a couple more little guest appearances during the day, popping up on stage with Motion City Soundtrack and with Cobra Starship. Gabe from the band told us all about that special moment backstage.
And it was unbelievable. Patrick Stump came out.
I was going to say...
meant so much to me because he, I don't know if you know this, but he produced Viva La Cobra.
Yes.
And that's the album that we're really doing here. And for him to come out and sing, I know that's his favorite song from the album, and he got to sing it with us. It was like, he just texted me. He's like, dude, there's just something about it that just makes me so emotional. And like, me too, even talking about it now, I get like emotional about it. It was just such a special time.
Yeah. It's so lovely though, because like that long-standing relationship you of course have with the Fall Out Boy guys. I know you guys got to do little pop-ups on the tour and everything with those guys as well. It's just so lovely that this many years on, that relationship's still so strong, that friendship's still so strong, and you can have beautiful moments. Like, I mean, the crowd went nuts like that. They were already ready to see you guys, but then when you do a special moment like that, that's so cool, right?
Yeah, the thing about this is like when you go into this life, you like really don't do the normal life. Like, I didn't go to my high school reunion. I wasn't in a fraternity. I don't have like that experience of that like camaraderie that most people go through. This is my high school reunion.
Right,
this is
sure.
it. Like, I'm literally at my high school reunion, and it's beautiful. It's like so nice to see people you haven't seen in 10 years, some of them, and it's just like you come back together, and like this is what unites you, and that's the point of music. It's to unite people and to bring people together.
Cobra Starship was one of several band reunions on the lineup, alongside the likes of We Are the In Crowd, Pretty Girls Make Graves, Millionaires, and Tonight Alive, who performed their album The Other Side in full.
Lost for words.
Yeah.
Very, very happy, and hearts are full, and jaws are sore from smiling all day.
It's so nice. I mean, you got to have been like filled with joy when you saw like you guys added to the lineup. Just overwhelming response. People were just so delighted to see you guys getting back up on stage again like this. That's got to feel really, really good to see that the audience is still there, still really excited for moments like this.
Thank you. We have a very dedicated fan base, and we have a very emotional connection with them too. So.
Jenna McDougall also made a couple of guest appearances across the site that day, performing Hold On Till May with Pierce the Veil during their Collide with the Sky set, and hopping on stage with Simple Plan 2. Obviously, in this festival, you're always lucky to get a few on-stage collabs and all those kind of things. I will point out right now that by the time people see this, you will have already played. So, can we talk about our friend Jenna for a second there? Jenna from Tonight Alive.
Absolutely. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's coming on.
Is she coming on stage with us?
She's coming to sing I'm Just a Kid with us, so that's going to be fun. Derek from State Champs coming to sing with us. Travis from We the Kings. It's going to be a lot of people.
And then whoever else wants to slap on a Scooby-Doo outfit is welcome to come up on stage.
Derek from Mayday Parade's coming on to sing. It's going to be cool.
Simple Plan, of course, recently recorded a Disney cover as part of their A Whole New Sound album, as did New Found Glory, who could also be seen this weekend. And after running through Sticks and Stones, they played their cover of Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid to finish on a very, very fun encore.
The actual original song, is just vocals and like an orchestra, right?
Sure.
So like, how can we make this the most Newfound Glory? And I think we pulled it off pretty well. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you're the one who probably deserves the most credit because you had to not only tackle a vocal and a little bit of music song, but a female vocal nonetheless. So like Jordan said, we really just tried to make it as fun as possible. And with covers, obviously we're no stranger to covers, even Disney covers.
Movie covers too, yeah, exactly.
But it's like you take a song that's already written and you do try to make it Newfound Glory. And for us, that means, well, does it need to be faster in parts, slower in parts, heavier in parts, different things? And we literally will sit in a room and kind of try all that stuff out until you find the right combination.
One last-minute addition to the festival was Boys Like Girls, making their return after their first run in 2022. And the guys told us backstage why they were so delighted to be back at this particular festival.
We were going to take 3 days off in Sedona, right? We were going to come over here Saturday, slap some asses, kiss some babies, see some friends, watch some like records front to back we grew up on. We're going to get the fuck out of here, go to Sedona. Now we get to take a strut around and play music. It's the dream, dude. This is what we do. We want to play, and slot opened up, and here we are, man. You know, we thought we were gonna have to wait till next year, and here we are, dude. Double trouble. Let's eat.
Some artists making their When We Were Young debut included Against the Current, who in an early morning set performed their Gravity EP in its entirety, debuting some of those songs for the first time in a very, very long time.
Finally getting them out there and getting them ready. How was that? How was all that situation?
It's pretty good. It was cool. I mean, that's probably the best we've ever played them. We had like 4 rehearsal days just for the Gravity stuff.
We've been rehearsing for 10 plus years to do this one. Well, no, actually not. Almost 10 years to do this one.
Waiting that full decade to make it go.
Before we get back to more of the action from When We Were Young, just want to give a quick shout out to our friends at Tixel for supporting this video. Now, in case you don't know, Tixel is a really safe and fair way for you to get into sold out events. All the prices are capped, and their anti-fraud technology makes sure that you never get ripped off and you never miss out. And that is why they are now the official resale partner of loads of major events, including Yumi at Six's massive final tour in the UK next year. So head on over to Tixel and make sure that even if the show's sold out, you get in to see your favorite bands. Thanks again to Tixel for sponsoring this video. Now, back to Las Vegas. Later in the day, Jimmy Eat World performed their classic Bleed American in its entirety over on the main stages.
What were the moments you did need to brush up on, though? Were there any moments in there? This wasn't one of the ones you've done as a full playback yet, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
You know, it's like we have so many songs now that I think when we're making our set list for a normal show, it's like in trying to think about the pacing for it, you can only really get away with so many mellow songs. You know, otherwise it just sort of feels like too down. Like we like to structure our sets a certain way so it feels a certain way, and it's just like maybe songs like Cautioners or My Sundown. Those ones don't. It's been trickier to make those into our set list because with the other slow songs we want to play, it makes the set feel too slow.
Yeah. You want to bounce out well.
Yeah, so those ones we probably played out the least. But we did them in a gig we did in Phoenix the other night, and
nice.
it turned out really well, actually.
Yeah, very cool.
As the evening began to draw to a close, A Day to Remember led the entire crowd in song with their Homesick set, concluding on a very emotional If It Means a Lot to You.
You know, there was a few tracks, there's like 3-ish that, you know, don't get played as much. I'll be real with you, the majority of the reason is because it's really hard for me personally to sing them.
Right, fair enough.
So the approach was to like go in this time and try to solve some of those problem areas. I asked some of the guys to help me out with like a vocal here, a vocal there, so I can breathe, you know.
Oh, of course.
When we were putting that record together, it sounded like a good idea to write verses like rap style, where like everything just butts up together and like there's lines overlapping and something like we'll figure it out later. That works sometimes, but for a few of them it did not. So we tried to figure some of that out, and you'll have to let us know how it goes.
I'm sure it's going to go very well. It's going to be great, man.
And finally, My Chemical Romance performed the defining album of a generation in full. The Black Parade set saw the guys dressed in all black and backed by their very own silhouettes, with black and white visuals reminiscent of a Hitchcock classic playing out on the main screens. With Famous Last Words eventually bleeding into a short reprise of Welcome to the Black Parade, they returned for a 2-song encore of I'm Not Okay, I Promise, and Helena, mixing it up by throwing in Nana on night 2 as well. So many more amazing bands could be seen throughout the day, including The Used, Taking Back Sunday, LS Dunes, The Wonder Years, Mayday Parade, Under Oath, so many more. Make sure you stay tuned to the YouTube channel to catch all our backstage interviews from another amazing weekend here at When We Were Young. In the meantime, I've been James Wilson Taylor, and this has been your Roxanne News Update.